That looks just beautiful. Yeah, it does. Start streaming. Okay.
I actually have a fairly simple way of dealing with these
Hey, what up? Welcome.
It is actually one word
We here
to deal with all those situations.
We are here.
And that is,
It's a beautiful day. Na na
Good.
na 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 na. Checking it's working. Na,
this is actually something that
na, na, na. Yeah, it's
one
working.
of my guys that work for me pointed out to me. He would call me up or pull me aside with some major problem, some issue that was going on. And he'd say, boss, we got this and that, the other thing. And I'd look at him and I'd say, good. One day he was telling me about some issue that he was having. He said, I already know what you're going to say. And I said, well, what am I going to say? He said, you're going to say good. You're going to say good.
Woo! What up, Mr. Chaotic Neutral? And Rusty Shacklefield and company. Yo, my plants love you too. Plants love you. What up, Vertex? Shabba.
You're going to say good. You're going to say good. You're going to say good. Good. So that's what you always say. When something is wrong and going bad, you always just look at me and say, good. Good. And I said, well, yeah. And I mean it. And that is how I feel. When things are going bad, there's going to be some good that's going to come from it. Oh, mission got canceled? Good. We can focus on another one. Didn't get the new high-speed gear we wanted? Good. We can keep it simple. Didn't get promoted? Good. More time to get better. Didn't get funded?
Yeah.
Didn't get the job you wanted? Good.
Yeah, we here. We're here.
You
How
can
about
get more
that?
experience and build a better
We're
resume.
listening to that good.
You're gonna say good.
Talking over that good.
You're gonna say good. You're gonna say good. You're gonna say good.
Yeah.
Good. Good. You're gonna say good.
Yeah.
You're gonna say good.
All right, boom, boom, boom. That's enough of that. That's enough of that. You can, if you want to listen to that, you can go listen to that. You can. You can go listen to that however you want it. Yeah, whenever you want it. Yeah, you can listen to that whenever you want it. However you want it. You can listen to that shit all day. Guess why? Because it's been released. It's in the world. It's in the world. It's on my YouTube, obviously, that with that fine-ass video that I made. Why am I rubbing my breast? What the hell? It's because I did these pull-ups this morning. And it's amazing when you do pull-ups, like, instantly, like, your titties grow. What do you call these things if you're a dude? I can't say that. Peck just sounds... I can't say peck. It just, like, makes me think of, like, Brad Pitt in the 90s. Or, I don't know. Just, it's something weird. Anyway, yeah. They just grow. You do a couple pull-ups and boom. Boom. Some craziness. Some craziness. By the way, guess what? Guess what? Guess what day it is? It's a beautiful day to be alive. Ah! 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 It is. It is. It really is. It really is. Shall I? Yeah, and yesterday, well, okay, it's Friday. It's Friday. It's a beautiful Friday to be alive. Normally we do this on a Thursday, you know, and I came in the studio and I spent an hour trying to get the stream going, and it didn't work. It didn't work, ladies and gentlemen. And I thought to myself, stream doesn't work. Good. We get to make a better one tomorrow. And that's what we're doing, ladies and gentlemen. We're making the better stream. And because it wasn't working, I did some technical widgety-wodgety-wodgetying and reinstalled this old laptop for the purpose of purely streaming, and it worked, right? And it seems to be a much smoother stream than the previous week. There's no lag, there's no chop, and the soundboard is coming back. Can you hear that? It sounds like a soundboard. I think it does. So good, right? Good. It all worked out for the good. And it's good that it worked out for that good, because it's a good week, because it's the first week of 2019, aka the best year to be alive in recorded human history. Hold up. Hold up. Whoa. 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 It really is. And you know, we started this year correct. We started this year in the correct fashion with what I believe is the finest Meaning Wave release to date. I believe. It seems that way to me. It's a magnificent song and a magnificent visual. I'm pretty sure everyone can agree. The comments seem united. I mean, I know it to be true, so that's all that matters, right? No, it's not. It's not. People who say stuff like that are wrong. It doesn't matter, actually. It does matter if you guys enjoy it. Because why? Because we're doing this for you. For us. This is my purpose. This is my meaning. This is the basis of my motivation. Meaning is the motivation. And it'd be stupid if I was making music that you guys didn't like, and if I was making videos that were crap. That would suck. So that's not what I'm doing. No. We are involved in, you know, being better. And here's the thing. If you want to see some drastic improvement, look at the previous Jocko track, single, thing, Go. Watch the video for that, and then watch this one back to back. It's an incredible upgrade, basically. It's an incredible upgrade on every level. The mixing is way better, the composition is way better, the tone is way better. Like, it's just so much better, and obviously the visual is off the flipping chain. So we are improving over here, brothers and sisters, and I'm very happy about that. It's 2019. And someone left a comment. It said something like 2019 Akira is already leaving 2018 Akira in the dust. Shouts out to whoever left that comment, because that's real deal holy field. Like Akira 2018, he was a good dude. If I met him, I would shake his hand. I'd say, "You are a handsome fellow. I like you and the cut of your jib. Yes, I do." However, man, look at all this stuff that you could do better. You could be doing better, boy. You could be being more maximized. You could be working better. You could be making better music. You could be making better videos. You could be allotting your time in a more smart fashion. Like, look at you, sloppy motherfucker. Boo! Yo. If you're, you know, so anyway, that's what's up. I promised that we would hit 2019 with the force of a goddamn nuke. And lo, we did. The day after Christmas, I got back to DJing. I DJ'd 6 nights in a row, culminating with a New Year's Eve gig at No Vacancy, which was magnificent, gloriful. I didn't DJ the next night, and then went straight back at it. Boom! And here we are. We're going super hard. And the Jocko album is sounding real crazy good, by the way. Real crazy good. Real crazy good. And I'm looking forward to you hearing that. Next week on the stream, I'll play you some stuff from it. Yes, I will. Shout out to everyone here. Shout out to everyone who is here on this Friday stream, this that I only announced half an hour ago. You guys are the real bad motherfuckers of the Fam Don. Who came out with Fam Don? Someone said Fandon, and then Hercules invented Famdon. Shouts out to Hercules. Hercules, by the way, worked out how to send WhatsApp messages this week. So, like, he's just been sending me WhatsApp messages from his mama's phone all day. Like, let me play you some. They're ridiculous. They're amazing.
Love you, Daddy. I hope you get this message. I'm a bit tired and I'm really sleepy. I hope when you get back, I might be a bit grumpy, but I'll see you when you get back.
Oh, I was like, bye. Oh, you little cutie got that message.
Dad, I hope you get this great message. Okay, bye-bye. I'm sweet.
2 seconds
Love
later.
You, Dad. I hope you get this message. I'm really splash. I'm in the flash. Great. This is so boring.
These all came within a second of each
Dad,
other.
We just went to running. I hope you die. I got a
What?
I love you, Daddy, so much. Dad, I hope you get the song message.
Yo.
It's based on the Flash and Batman and other kinds of stupid stuff. See you later.
Right, so he sent all those within 2 minutes of each other. Within 2 minutes. And then there was a 15-minute respite, and then this appears.
Help me, help! There's a velociraptor in the bedroom! We just made it!
That's a silent message. It was kind of spooky. Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah, aliens, we came here to kill your family. Ha 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 ha. Love you, Daddy. You're so amazing. Aliens, we will kill your family. Do not punch us in the ass. You suck.
Anyway, and just so it goes on. So that's my life now. Shut up, me. Yeah, my life now involves getting little voice messages from my son, because he's worked out how to do that on his mother's phone. And that's what he does. He sits there and sends messages saying aliens are trying to kill the family and going, good. And then repeating that Joe Rogan song, which you really shouldn't because it's too sweary for a 5-year-old Hercules if you're watching this at home, which you probably are. Yeah, so happy times in the Don family. Yeah. Gen Z, says Sir Peppers, basically sending voicemails. We've gone full circle. That's right. That's what we do. Everything goes in circles. Time is a flat circle, my friend. Yes, it is. So, yeah. Big up everybody who's locked in. Let me know where you are. We need to know where you are because we have a fine tradition to do. Shouts out Chaotic Neutral, Rusty Shacklefoot and Company. Happy New Year, Don. Thank you very much. He was first in the chat like a bad motherfucker. Ezekiel Houghton says he's got clout. That's a good point. Good point. Good point, well made. Yeah. Vertex Remix says JBP Wave. Well, it's funny you should say that. It's not really. But people have been asking when is the next wave. I can inform you that this is going to be a great month for the wave. A great month. Great month. This month sees the Jocko album, sees JBP 7 and some other amazing things as well, because we're going hard because it's 2019. And by the way, you can expect, all right, the quality levels of the Jocko track, you can expect to see that reflected across everything, I think. That's what we're going for. Yeah, so shouts out to you, Ezekiel. Vertex Remix, shouts out to you. Artful Snacker, shouts out to you, says hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Roberto Sanchez says good. Yo, I've been hearing good so much this week. It's amazing when you put things into the world and then the world screams it back at you. I was walking back from DJing New Year's Eve and I was listening to good. I was like, holy shit, this is good. And then I was like, let me stop this. I shouldn't be walking along with a thing playing on a phone and not soaking up this New Year's Eve atmosphere. 2:30 a.m., 3 a.m. in Hollywood. You know, that's the thing. So I switch it off, and the first thing that happens is a group of girls, like, sort of stagger past me all drunk, and one of them shouts, good! I was like, yo, magical, bless up, gang activities only. So yeah, that's nice. Mr. Chaotic Neutral, tell your plants I love them. My plants love you. Vertex Remix, pull me aside, wave. Shabba. Ezekiel, good evening, everybody. Liberty Snake Bears here. Here we go. That's right. Andy Hoff, good. I'm backed up on comments. Yeah. Are you glad? Aren't you glad we all suffer? All good. Thanks for all you do. Hey, thank you. Thomas Smith, blessed. Yo. Moobs, Eki Homer. No, moobs is when they're fat, right? When they're fat. When it's like pure Donley muscle. Just, what is it? Whatever, man. Maybe it's just titties. Titties all over. Yeah, what up, YouTube hero Alex? He's out here. What up, Mexican Jumping Bean? He's out here. I popped in the Discord yesterday, briefly. I saw Mexican Jumping Bean had left a message in the Path channel. The Path channel is a wonderful channel that the people of the Akira the Don Discord set up so that people could like help each other stay on the path and get after it. And Mexican Jumping Bean was like, oh, I haven't been in here because I was a bit ashamed because I wasn't on the path or something. But now he is. He's back. Blah! So shouts out to you, my friend. Shouts out to you, you bad man. And yeah, you know, we're proud of you out here. We're proud of you. Yeah. Theo Johnson says, Famdon or Don Fam work for me. Well, I like Famdon because Famdon's like a play on fandom, you see. And the letters backwards is pretty smart. So I like Famdon. But then that's fine to address. All right, so we the Famdon. It's the Famdon out here. We're the Don family, a.k.a. we the Famdon. But then you still need individual names. I'm really annoyed with, not annoyed, that's the wrong way of putting it. Annoyed with myself for not having come up with anything yet. Like my boy Will Rankin, I'm going to get him on the podcast soon. He's got his new radio show, Threshold FM, and his listeners all call each other lobsters. And they kind of nicked that from Peterson, but it doesn't matter because it's great. It's just like lobsters assemble, lobsters in the house, boom, works. It's easy. So we still need one of those, all right? And droplets ain't gonna do. Okay, shit. We got people representing. Oh my gosh, Vadim's. Vadim. Sorry, I lost my trail for a second there. I think flashed up. Latvia! Yo, shouts out to Latvia. Cosmonautage is in Detroit. My guy Mexican Jumping Beans in San Diego. I'm going to be out there soon, actually. I think I'm out there next month. Or later this month. Andy Huff, he's got clout and he's in New Jersey. Shabba. And Owen is in Belgium. Shabba. Rugem is in Huntsville. Shouts out to Huntsville. R.I.P. Speaker Fox. Rest in peace, Speaker Fox. Amazing human. Dragon Energy is in a tower, Canada, with his homie Doug. Oh, shouts out to Doug. John Bear's in Iceland. What? Gabs is in North Carolina. What? Theo Johnson is in the Akira. Oh, nice. Andy Huff. Yo. He's happy about the JBP wave. Yeah. Liberty Snake Bear's in Desert Phoenix, Arizona. Oh my gosh, man. We got people all over the place. Oh, white noise. Okay, let me switch that up. I know why that is. Good. Just worked out another problem. Good. Worked out that problem. That problem's done. Okay, got rid of that problem. Should have got rid of that problem. Yeah, where were we? Oh yeah, we were just fixing that little audio detail. I know why that is. So no more soundboard noises today, but that will all work next week. Now I know that. Every week you just learn new stuff, right? Every week I learn new stuff. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Anyway, Michigan City, Gabba. Oh my gosh. What up, everybody? This is truly an international broadcast, which means it's truly time for the international high five. I think I'm going to walk around to the camera. Get ready for this stuff. Yeah. We do it. International high five. It's coming up. Are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boo! Let's do another one. Why not? Hey, 3, 2, 1. Boo! Yeah. We in here. Oh my gosh! What a glorious. That was glorious. That was joyful. That was just a joyful thing. Shouts out to everybody. Yeah, we here. Problem solved. Good. What up, Jan Walexo? Are you Polish? Shouts out to all the Polish people in the house. Yo, I'm really excited about this year, ladies and gentlemen. I am so excited. Vertex Remix says he's jamming to the Bound 2 Lo-Fi from Texas. You bad motherfucker. Shout out to Texas. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to go to Texas. I feel like Texas must be some kind of paradise. Some kind of paradise of just people in beautiful candy-coated cars listening to slowed down music, like shooting guns, just like not giving a funky time, just like, just out there living their lives. Sounds beautiful. I want to be there, man. I want to be there. And guess what? It's happening. That's what's up. We're traveling this year. That's my word. We're traveling this year, baby. The wave grows. Someone said, someone posted something in the Discord I saw yesterday. They posted a screen cap of our Spotify figures. Gang, our Spotify figures is blowing up. We got 62,000 listeners this month. 62,000. It says fans. I don't know if that's technically true because like someone could have come there by accident and not dig it. You wouldn't call them a fan. But like 62,000 people in the past month riding the wave just on Spotify alone. Just on Spotify, not anywhere else. All right? This is dope. So yeah, I'm really excited about like the whole taking it into real life, man. Taking it into real life. Come into your town, and bringing that splash, drip, splash, woo, splash, woo, splash. Woo! Splash. Theo Johnson says, ATD's fans are synonymous with fans of lo-fi, so loafers? What up, loafers? I like that. That's dope. However, the problem is, this is MEANINGWAVE, and MEANINGWAVE incorporates wave music and meaning, and wave music. Lo-fi is just a part of the wave music soundscape. I mean, you know, listen to Jocko Good. That ain't lo-fi. That's turbo-fi. My God, I like loafers though, loafers, and that's a good thought. Let's keep thinking along those lines. Maybe we can get this sorted by the end of the show. If we keep putting our minds together, we can give ourselves a powerful name, a mighty name, something we'd be proud of. You know. Anyway, Hercules, by the way. Talking of Hercules, as we were playing his messages earlier, and it's his birthday in 2 days, brothers and sisters. 2 days. 2 days. 2 days! In 2 days, it's going to be the greatest day we've ever known. Because Hercules, he's been 1. He's been 2. And my God, he's been 3. And he's been 4. And for the past year, he's been 5. Staying 5. But he ain't staying 5 for much longer, brothers and sisters. That boy's going to be 6! 6! 6! Ah! What? My tiny little baby boy who came out of my nuts and traveled not that far to a beautiful place, and then 9 months later it was born into the world, looking like a little alien. Now he's 6. Damn, how'd that happen? Hey, and he wants to be a guest on the podcast next week, so if you guys would like that to be the case, let me know. If you like special guest Hercules, just Hercules as a special guest, we can sit here and grill him and interview his little ass. That might be fun, so let me know how you feel about that. Hercules would like to see some emojis in the chat room, by the way. I don't know what kind. So, what kind of emojis you want, Herc? You want some pigs? Some pigs? Anyway, yeah, what's up? So yeah, shouts out to everybody. We in here. It's about to be a beautiful year, and I wanted to talk about this beautiful year. By the way, feel free to leave questions. I believe that Mamadan is monitoring the chat, so if I miss them, she'll send them to me, I think. But yeah, here we are, 2019, aka the greatest year to be alive in the history of mankind. That's right, brothers and sisters. We in here. We right at the top of the mountain. We at the top of the mountain, right? Like, our ancestors been pushing this goddamn boulder. They've just been pushing this thing since like before they had shoes. Man, they started pushing that boulder a long ass time ago. They didn't have shoes. They didn't have underwear. They didn't have deodorant. No, man, they didn't have none of that stuff, right? But they started pushing that boulder, right? And they pushed it and 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 pushed it. And their children pushed it. And their children pushed it. And they kept pushing that goddamn boulder. And here we are at the top of the flipping mountain as a result of all that boulder pushing by those that came before us. So, one, I'd like to take this opportunity to say thank you for pushing that flipping boulder, thus that we can stand on top of this goddamn mountain peering out at this beautiful view. Wow, wow, wow. And we got all these provisions and all these stocks, and we got nice warm coats on and stuff. We got like fur lining. It's a miracle. We got electric toothbrushes. You know what I mean? Like, we got deodorant, we got soap, we got like supercomputers like that are actually better than those things they had in Star Trek. Like, it's crazy. We out here. So shouts out to you guys. Thanks very much. That was some good boulder pushing you did, and it didn't take you very long. You know, from the swamp to the starship, whatever it was that my guy Terrence said. From the caves to the starship, was that it? Didn't take very long. How many generations is in I don't even know how long it was. What is it? Like some 1,000 years, not that many 1,000 years. We did it. Yo, do you know? It was a lot longer than us. And what did they achieve? Huh? Feathers. By the way, I need a Jurassic Park reboot. Only it's like the dinosaurs actually look like dinosaurs really looked, and they're crazy colors, and they got feathers and stuff. And it's actually like not really a Jurassic Park reboot. It's just like a world in which like crazy colored feathered dinosaurs are running around, and there's also people. And yeah, that's what I want. I can't believe there's only like one dinosaur movie you can see, and it's Jurassic Park. And like, man, because we watched all the Jurassic Park movies over Christmas because Herc's mad into that stuff. And like, I love the concept, but they only did it well once, and they did it half well another time. And like, that most recent film is really one of the most abominable things I've ever seen. It's so bad that it nearly disrupted the best year to be alive in the history of mankind balance on its own. That film was so awful, it nearly put 2018 down to like 2017 levels. Not quite, because there was too much other dope stuff happening. Anyway, yo, we ain't here to talk about negative stuff. We're here to talk about positive stuff. And we're here to talk about the fact this is the best year to be alive in the history of mankind. Or it's about to be if you make it happen, right? Because last year definitely was, all right? How? I asked this. How will you honor the ancestors that made this possible? What will you do with this miracle? What will you do with this miracle, brothers and sisters? This is the question you need to be asking yourself right now. Right now. Oh man, look at all those pigs in the chat. Pigs for Hercules, you cuties. Yeah, that's what we need to be asking ourselves, man. Those people push that boulder. Here we are. We got a boulder and a mountain. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Huh? Huh? Alex Redmond says, "Lol, Akira is a Sam Hyde fan." What makes you think that? What makes you think that? I do like Sam Hyde, but I really haven't seen very much of his work. Only like YouTube suddenly occasionally serves me up random things, and he's like running into a school and upsetting and just talking to the kids at school and shouting and upsetting them, and he's wonderful. Anyway, Liberty Snake Bear says, if you measure the speed of advancement in the human race, after the creation of America, it's been shifted into warp speed. It's true. It's true. Alan Moore called this steam theory. The amount of time, you know, you take to go from the invention of the axe to the baths of Rome, and then the amount of stuff. Basically, the point was by the time you get to 1960, between 60 and 70, human information doubles, and then it just keeps compounding like that. And by the time you get to about 2015, more stuff is being invented in a minute than was invented in previous history. So that's the idea, as you go from a fluid culture to that of steam, and that's where we are. We're in steam culture. Steam time. It's crazy. There's a kid in Japan inventing an app that's going to change the world right now. But that could be you. That could be you, man. That could be you. So here's the thing, all right? 2019, I believe, will be the best year of all time. Patreon, don't you dare send me messages, you swine. By the way, shouts out to everyone who's on the Patreon still. I appreciate you. I know, like, you know, and shouts out to everyone who left as well. About a third of the people who were on my Patreon deleted their Patreons, which was quite a financial hit. But, you know, it's important to stand up for what you believe in. But shouts out to everyone who's still there, because it's very bloody helpful, frankly. You know, there's a lot that goes into this goddamn wave maintaining. And, yeah, the Patreon money this month is paying for mastering. By the way, it's paying for the mastering of the Jocko album primarily, and the JBP project. It's important, right? Because I don't know, you know about mastering. Mastering is basically after you've got a record mixed, you get it mastered, and that's the bit that's like the final stuff that makes it sound really good. It's like the final level of cooking the cake. You know, it's putting all the icing on top and stuff, and making sure it doesn't collapse. Anyway, I need to not get digressed. But yeah, thank you to everyone who's helping. And yeah, shout out to everyone who's buying merch. Shout out to everyone who's downloading stuff. Shout out to everyone who's sharing it. Everything you're doing is just wonderful, and very appreciative. And like, yeah, like, you know, like that guy was saying in the Discord, man, we're growing, and that's a beautiful thing. And soon the idea is to get to the point where we can go out and do shows. And there'll be loads of people who want to come to the shows, and then we can all hang out. Sick. Imagine that. Hundreds. See, this is why we need a name. Hundreds of Meaning Wave mofos in a room together. What would happen? Oh my God, who knows? Who knows? Especially if we're engaged in what I'm just about to talk about. And what I'm talking about is how we make 2019 the best year ever. How do we do that? We can't just assume it's going to be the best year ever, by the way. I kind of do sometimes. Then it's like, no, it could all fall apart. That's the truth of right now. This point we're at in human history is like, it's the best it's ever been for the most people ever. And that's not just because there's more people ever. Like, if you do the math on the percentage of people doing better at this point. Like, I saw a thing this morning about the amount of people who've got lights now. The percentage of people who have lights. The amount of people who don't have lights is under 1 billion for the first time ever, by the way. So, you know, it's a really amazing time to be alive, but it could all collapse just like that. If people make, you know, stupid decisions, if morons are allowed to do moronic things. And there's morons out there, man. Don't get it twisted. There's morons and they want to do moronic things. And Jocko would say, you know, Jocko talks about evil. And Jocko will talk about, and he's, you know, if you listen to his podcast enough, it's like, yeah, there's evil. There's evil in the world. And evil people want to do evil stuff, man. And if they're, you know, now here's the thing. You know, that's why I made that Elon record, the most people are good thing, because he was talking about this. He's like, in any, you know, any 100 people, like one of them will be a dark weirdo that wants to do dark weirdo stuff. But it's only one. The rest of them are groovy. Like, most people are good. Most people are good. The vast majority. But there's a couple of weirdos out there, man. And like, weirdos have been noisy lately, and their noisy voices have been amplified. I was talking about this the other day on Twitter. Like, the annoying, noisy weirdos who want everyone's speech curtailed and are trying to force everyone how to behave and what to think and what to talk about. If you were to look at, say, just Twitter, you would think that they were a majority. But if you go to a bar or a supermarket or anywhere and actually talk to people, you'd be lucky if you find one. Well, not lucky. You'd be unlucky if you find one, because they're annoying, and then they'll annoy you. But it's really not the case. Like, they're a minority. They're just a really noisy, squeaky wheel that's getting greased. It's getting greased right now because it fits the purposes of those that would like to, you know, have an easy ride and control things in an easy fashion. Now, there was a thing. I've been around long enough to have witnessed a couple of cycles of this, and there was a period in time when the bogeyman that was used to control people and keep them sort of down and fearful, and a way to, you know, reduce personal freedoms and stuff of that nature. It was terrorism. And they'd be like, oh man, it's terrorists, and they want to blow you up, so like we need to be able to read your emails. And there's terrorism, and like, you know, that's why you need to, like, we need to be able to stick our finger up your butt at the airport because of terrorism, and like that's why you got to take your shoes off when we tell you, and just get used to it. And they did that thing for like 10 years or something. And, you know, it worked pretty well for them, but then it stopped working. Well, it stopped being as effective. And they switched that around, and now it's this intersectional thing. It's like, all right, there's only so long you can keep people afraid of an external enemy. And also the problem with people being afraid of an external enemy is that means they're kind of united. And when people are united, it's difficult to, you know, to fuck with them in the same way. So now it's this intersectional horror, and it's like, oh, white privilege or whiteness, or all this weird, creepy stuff they talk about. So they've got everyone arguing amongst themselves and arguing each other, and there's this like this. Before it was this kind of like barely there threat of terrorism. There's terrorists everywhere. There was like two. Now it's this barely there threat of like white nationalists. There's two of these weirdos. I don't even know where they are. I've literally never met one. You know, and I meet a lot of people. I talk to a lot of people. I deliberately go out looking for this sort of thing. I go in random weirdo bars and stuff trying to find these sorts of things. But anyway, yeah. So that's what's going on now. But here's the thing: it's very easy to not involve oneself in it. It's very easy to not involve oneself in it, and this is you know, this is part of what I'm going to talk about here. Because what we need to do right now is make this the best year of all time. And it's up to us to do that. And they're like, this is why I got derailed a bit. Because it's like, yeah, there's a potential of it all collapsing. If we feed into this stupid narrative, if we get caught up in tribalism, like extreme tribalism, if we're all fighting amongst ourselves, if we feed these monsters they're putting out there, feed these memes they're putting out there, they'll be like, one of the best decisions I ever made was switching my location in Twitter to Tokyo, because now I don't see trending topics. I just see beautiful Japanese hieroglyphs. So I don't get all that programming of all the stuff that they're like, oh, trending, we're angry about this, we're angry about that. This person said this and started a conversation about this. Blah, blah, blah. They do this thing. They're like, all right, we want a thing, right? It'd be like, oh, people are really angry about Louis C.K. When they first said that, they put that out as a Twitter moment or something. If you were to search that at the time, it's like 10 tweets. They found 10 tweets. They probably, and you know, it's like some idiots at BuzzFeed will write these things in their sock accounts, and then they go, oh, look, people are pissed off about this thing. Now it's a moment. People are pissed off about this thing. That's telling you to be pissed off. And people go, oh, oh yeah, I'm pissed off about this thing. Rub, 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 rub. And then the other side goes, oh, these morons are pissed off about this thing. Oh, what a bunch of morons. And then they have a fight, and then it snowballs, and then it goes on, like, you know, national news or whatever, and then it's a thing. And they do it every day. Every day. This is why I don't look at Twitter moments, and this is why I live in Tokyo as far as Twitter is concerned, because I don't get involved in that. But if we all get involved in that, if we allow ourselves to be pulled into that, we run a risk of derailing this greatest year of all time thing, you know? So here's the thing. And let me see. I made a little list. I didn't have a huge amount of time to do it as in-depth as I'd like to, because I was making the stream work. But there's a few things we can think of, and if you guys out there in the chat have any ideas, chuck them in there, and we'll talk about those too, okay? I would say the first thing to do, if we want to together, all working together, make 2019 the best year of all time, the greatest year to be alive in the history of mankind, the best thing you can do, right, is... And it's not go out there and start shouting at people, and it's not like write to your congressman or whatever. It is to make yourself the best potential version of you. Make yourself into the best potential version of yourself. All right. One thing I really like about where superhero comics have been for a while, and now they're going into movies, is the multiverse idea. And it's an idea like the Spider-Man animation was all about that. And so Hercules, he's 5, and he's known about the multiverse since he was 2, and just takes it as being real. The idea that there's infinite versions, infinite universes out there which will contain infinite versions of you and everybody else. There's infinite Spider-Man. All kids who've watched that film now think of infinite Spider-Man, you know. And some people moan about that and go, oh, that's the way that they can, like, go do like woke Spider-Man, blah blah blah, whatever. Don't matter. That was actually a pretty good movie. The idea of a multiverse is a powerful idea, because you can go, oh shit, so there's a version of me out there who made this decision and made that decision and da-da-da-da-da. Out there's a version of you who is a bumhole, and he ran over a woman, and that woman was about to give birth to the person who was going to cure cancer. So, nice one, multiverse you. That was not the best version of you. That version of you was drunk and driving. That was a stupid thing to do. Don't drink and drive. Ding dong, wrong. The best version of you would never do that. So if the best version of you is the one that exists in this universe, and the best version of you, and 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 me, and Hercules, and my wife, and members of my family, and so on and so forth, guess which universe we live in? We don't live in the crappy universe where Superman is evil, and Batman is evil, and Flash is annoying, and I think he's annoying in every universe, actually. We live in the really dope universe that's mighty, and it's the time of heroes, and it's a paradise, and it's wonderful, and everyone's living up to their full potential and being mighty. All right, I think that's the number one way that you save the world, is you make yourself the best version of yourself. And I've spoke to some people, and they're like, oh, that's selfish. You're just focusing on yourself. No, to not do that is selfish. It is selfish to allow yourself to be a weak version of yourself, because what the hell are you going to achieve that's useful? Oh, you can go out there in a damn mob and shout at people. What's that going to do? It's not going to do anything. Break some windows. Woo. Great. No. If you make yourself the best version of yourself, you're then in a position to actually do something useful and help people, and actually help your community. And like the first thing you're doing is you're inspiring other people to be the best versions of themselves. It's like you don't even need to go up and pick someone up, because they see you and they're like, damn, I should get up. And they get up. Now, obviously not everybody can get themselves up. You know what Eric Weinstein talks about this. Eric Weinstein kind of disagrees with the idea of the individual sort of saving themselves, being a way to save the world. But like, if everyone's like busy trying to pick up people who don't need picking up, who could actually pick themselves up, then how do you don't have time to get to the people who really need help? All right? If there's just like a load of like, you know what I mean? There's just, everyone's all messed up, and everyone's in a state, and everyone's overweight, and everyone's ill. Everyone's ill, right? Because people are poisoning themselves, and they're not, they're not just living in a easy, normal fashion, right? They're all out there poisoning themselves. Like, magazines are telling them that it's okay to be obese and stupid stuff like that. Then how do you even see the people that really need help? There's too many people in the way who could help themselves. So there's your first thing you should do, I think. There's your first thing. And we can all do that. all of us can do that. I've been really working hard on this, and I have a long way to go. A long way to go. But I'm working on it, man. And I'm way better now than I was last year. And I'm therefore way more useful to the world. And I see that every day. I see that in all the messages people send me. I see that in my personal interactions. I see, like, people are, like, it was really nice on New Year's Eve, like, at the end of the night, like, one of the bar guys, like, sort of did a kind of talk and was like, oh, we just want to say thank you, Akira, for being here. You could be anywhere, but you come with us. And we love it when you come here. And we always make, you know, it's always the best night when you come and DJ here. And, like, we make way more money and everyone has way more fun. And it's just, like, really wonderful. So, like, he was like, you know, thank you for doing that. And everyone was, like, cheering and shit. And it was, like, such a beautiful thing. But it's like, if I wasn't trying to be the best version of myself and I wasn't putting loads of effort into being the best DJ I possibly could and giving the best night to the people in that club when I went there, if I was just dialing it in, if I was just like whatever and playing a playlist, you know, it wouldn't be as good for them, and they wouldn't be, and they're all inspired and stuff, and they've all been telling me, like, they've had a way better year, and they're, like, being way better versions of themselves because of watching how I get down and stuff. You know, if we all do that, like, we don't know what the upper limits of that are. We do not know. Like, that's a crazy thing to do, you know? Let me have a quick look at the chat, because I haven't for a minute, just to see if... Shit, okay, there's a billion messages. Yes. But, yeah, I think that's the first thing to do. Jan Seiler says, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Ali G. Yeah, shouts out to Ali G. Oh, my God, did you hear that thing about Sacha Baron Cohen uncovered a PEDO ring in Washington? And he informed the FBI, and the FBI wouldn't do anything about it. That's crazy. It's not that crazy. It happens all the time. Messed up, though. Yeah. Eke Homer, whose name I'm pretty sure I always mispronounce, says, people have been sucked in by victim culture. They think sympathy is empathy. Yeah. It's a real evil thing, that whole victim culture thing. It's honestly, it's evil. It's evil because what you're doing when you're making people think they're victims is you're robbing them of their personal agency, and you're robbing them of their ability to be the best versions of themselves. It's just a really evil thing to do. It's abuse. It's abuse. Parents who do that to their children, it's abuse. I'm pissed off with like one of my brothers because, like, and I don't know if he's actually done this. I just read something of his that suggested he was instilling this attitude in his daughters, and that just really upset me. Like, me and my wife will talk about this. She's going to come in and be a guest. But, like, she was like, you know, when she was a kid, she never had the idea that because she was a female, she was in any way oppressed and there was anything she couldn't do. She never thought that. But now that you've got this whole generation of women at the moment who are being told from birth, oh, you're a woman, so, like, it's a patriarchal horror show and you can't do the stuff you want to do. Who's telling them that? It's not the evil patriarchy saying you can't do what you want to do because you're a woman. It's the flipping... It's their parents, and it's like the people who think that they're helping them. It's like, you're not helping. You're not helping anybody. Giving someone that kind of attitude, making someone think that they live in a horrible world, making them think they... If you're telling someone, yo, you live in the West in 2019, and you're saying that you're oppressed and it's awful to be you, that's a disgusting lie. It's the best period of time to be alive for everybody. For everybody. Like... And that's a disgusting thing to do to somebody. How dare you? How dare you? It's abuse. It's abuse, man. Anyway, don't get me started on that thing. We're talking about positive stuff. What up, Patrick Morgan says, Akira, I recently found your JBP Wave stuff and I've been transfixed. I followed JBP for a while, but your songs have just added a whole new layer. Thank you so much. Well, thank you. Welcome to the wave. Boom. Splash. Drip. Sploosh. We in here. See, it's a beautiful thing. Full-time Fader said, I started 2019. Already learned to cut my own hair with clippers. What? That I bought and kept up my art portfolio to the next levels. Excuse me. Blah. Yo, well, I'm proud of you. Definitely proud of you, you bad man. I can't cut my hair. Yeah, I have to go to a hairdresser now because, like, I got this new haircut, which means I'm going to have to go to a hairdresser because it requires maintenance. But, yo, anyway, I'm happy about that. Short bus. Preach, Akira the Don. Exactly, indeed. What up, Rug M0? Happy you were here, you bad man. Aren't you glad? JBP's Tragedy versus Evil was really inspiring. The Meaning Waves helped too. Good. I don't know if have I seen Tragedy versus Evil? I don't know. Yeah, anyway. Everyone on this King business on Twitter, how about we be Wave Nights? Hey, what up? Wave Nights is dope. I like Wave Nights. I don't think it's the thing. Wave nights, wave night, wave. It's not easy enough to say. Wave night, wave that. My mouth has trouble with it. Yeah. Liberty Snake Bear. I had to call out my own recently when they all started acting like the left and using their tactics of cancel culture because they disagreed with someone. Yeah, man, cancel culture is cancelled. I've been saying that. We don't cancel. You cancel. It's such as. Here's the thing with the Louis C.K. thing. It's like people are really upset. It's like, what? I thought we cancelled this guy. I thought we cancelled him. How is he still out there? They're really upset that he's breathing. They're really angry that he can go out there and perform, and people go and laugh. It's like, that's not supposed to happen. He's supposed to just be underground in a cave, like eating fish heads. That's what they're really pissed off about. They're pissed off. They thought that they were this all-powerful, like Borg that could just remove stuff they didn't like Thanos snapping his fingers. Boom, you're cancelled. That's you done. We never see you again. Year and a bit later, he's in comedy clubs. He's telling jokes, and we don't like those jokes. And monitor yourself, man. If you ever find yourself exhibiting that kind of thing, then check it. You know what I mean? We ain't canceling people. You can disagree with people. You can think that people are morons, and you can say as much. But we ain't canceling people out here. That's evil. Evil. It's evil. What gives you the right to remove someone's existence? Shit. We ain't about that thing out here. Nah. You either build or destroy. You either build or destroy. All right? What you up to? What you up to? What you trying to do? Personally, I'm in the building business. Oh, shit. Bruce of Scotland says surfers. Someone else suggested that a while ago. I like surfers. Surfers is pretty dope. Surfers is the best one yet. I like Surfers because I instantly think of the Silver Surfer, and the Silver Surfer is probably my favorite like superhero character design. And Jack Kirby had he invented most of the Marvel and DC universe. And imagine that. Imagine so much creativity flowing from one sort of amazing working class cigar chomping Jewish guy who fought in a war. Just thinking about Jack Kirby honestly brings tears to my eyes. Like, it's right now, I can feel my whole body going, oh, was you like, yo, and by the way, if you don't know anything about Jack Kirby, look him up. He's just a genius. I did a Jack Kirby wave. I would recommend checking that out. That one makes me cry just thinking about it. God damn it. Yo. Anyway, where were we? We were talking about something and I got derailed. Liberty Snake Bear says, I prefer to hear those I don't agree with. It makes me better because I have the chance to learn from their mistakes, or I learn that I was wrong and grow from it. Exactly. What's the Steelman argument technique, right? That's where if you're in an argument or a debate with someone, you can basically put forward their position and put it forward as strong as they can. Be like, yes, this is that thing. And then explain why it's wrong. Yeah. Anyway, I'm enjoying this today. I always enjoy this. What am I talking about? I always enjoy this. Yeah, okay. So I had another idea, which was tied into what we were just talking about. I'm moving around a bit here. One way we can make 2019 the best year ever, and it's like I said, be the best version of yourself. And that kind of includes all the other stuff once you work it out. But reducing offense, right? We've got an issue right now where we're in this outrage moment of time, and there's all this outrage, and social media makes it very easy for people to express outrage and to spread outrage and to blow up outrage into a bigger thing than it really is, and it's just daily thing. So if you've read 1984, you'll know about the 15-minute hate, and it's a thing they have in their sort of ridiculous communist totalitarian society where to deal with the horror of that society, they all go out en masse and scream at a screen for 15 minutes and get it all out. And that's what Twitter seems to have become for a lot of people. It doesn't have to be that, by the way. Mine isn't, because I live in Japan and I don't understand the language. So my Twitter is joyful. But yeah, 3-step offense detox. So you can try being less offended. That helps, right? So like you see a thing, you're like, rub, 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 rub. Step back, right? Step outside. Remember that you are not your thoughts. You are that which controls your thoughts. And it's the same with your emotions. Same with your desires. That's the thing we can talk about another day. But so step back from that and then be like, all right, so why does this offend me? And who's saying it? And why are they saying it? Is this an original thought of theirs, or are they just repeating some stuff that they heard? And so on and so forth. And then you can very quickly diffuse it. And then once you do that, after a while, it becomes habit, and then you're just not outraged. You know, you're not outraged or offended. It's just like maybe mildly annoying, or it can become funny. It can become a bit sad, whatever. But yeah, remove the outrage offense thing. And you don't want that shit, because that stuff will control you and that'll make you do stupid stuff. All right? An idea with that is if you're about to like furiously type a reply to something or retweet something, stop, put it in drafts, and then see if you still want to do it an hour later. You know? So yeah, be less offended. Be less outraged. And how about giving less offense? All right? And monitor your own behavior. Are you being unnecessarily mean? Are you being unnecessarily assholeless? Are you being unnecessarily unpleasant? One of the things I love about Jocko's online activity, we spoke about this, it's relevant. Like, people come at him and try and wind him up and say horrible things to him and stuff, and he's really polite and nice to everybody. And that just messes him up, man. That messes him up. So if, like, you know, you see something, like, if your initial outrage is to, like, retweet and be like, cunts, dicks, probably, like, 9 times out of 10, it's a better idea to not do anything. And if you are going to do something, like, do it in a way that's at least civilized, you know? Try being kind and nice. Try being kind and nice. Just try doing that. If your instinct is to be the opposite of that, try doing that and see what happens. And then the third part of this 3-pronged attack is distribute less offense. Stop retweeting clickbait, outrage stuff. I'm pretty convinced at this point that a lot of this stuff is just put out there, the articles and stuff like that, to provoke the response from those who are upset by it. And then that brings them traffic, and it blows the thing up to way bigger than it actually was. You know, obviously there's a fine line. Obviously we've got to be careful about creeping totalitarianism. We've got to be careful about that stuff, and like laws that are being signed in and stuff that's happening. But like the daily retweeting of clickbait outrage stuff, I don't think is helpful at all. It's like I was saying about you can't find the real people who really need help when you've got all these people who don't really need help in the way. It's the same with that. You can't get to the real important issues if there's just this constant cloud of screaming outrage about every bloody thing all the time. All right. So there's your three-step mini strategy for helping to make 2019 the best year ever, because that was a big thing that was kind of marring last year, which was, by the way, the best year of all time. But that big cloud of outrage is like, it's a pox on our beautiful future that we live in. Cancel culture encourages self-diagnosis of PTSD to be used as a weapon, says Sir Peppers. Shouts out to Sir Peppers. Word up. Rockbert says, totally true, clickbait is cancer. Yes. Like I said, I mean, you know, just I think everybody should set their location to somewhere where they don't understand the language. It's really helpful. Yeah. Aka Homer, when you've had a bullet fire at you, words are going to seem pathetic. Real talk, man. You know, when I was a little kid, they still said sticks and stones can break my bones and names will never hurt me. I don't know what the rhyme they say in school these days is, but I suspect it's probably the opposite. And that's just sad, man, because you're creating a generation of people who are just really easily hurt. And that's real sad, man, because you're making it so that you can hurt people with words. That's messed up. Like, words don't hurt! The best tweet of all time probably is Tyler, the Creator's one. What is it about? Is cyberbullying? How is cyberbullying even real? Just turn the computer off, lol. And that's real! Real! Anyway. Yeah. Shouts out to everybody out there. I'm just having a quick look at the chat. Oh, I think my wife might have been helping here. Bless her. Yes. Yes, she has. Yankee Lover, how do you feel about the Sargon issue? Yeah, okay. The Sargon issue is... there's lots of Sargon issues. But, like, I know who that guy is and I know what he's about. I have watched his content and I have, like, read him, okay? So, that's always the case when you know these people and then you read or you hear what people say about them. Like somebody, one of these virtuous goody-goodies sent me a message on Instagram. It was the craziest thing. It was really creepy. They were like, oh, hi, Akira. Like, love your work or something. And they were like, I was just scrolling through the accounts of some bad people. I can't remember the exact word he said. It was like some undesirable alt-right Nazis or something. And he said, and I saw you'd left a like on one of Gavin McInnes's pictures. In case you don't know, because I'm sure you can't, he's actually a Nazi alt-right just checking in. Just want to make sure. It's like, man, miss me with your faux like concern. And also, what the hell is it was like someone going through the accounts of people they don't like to see who's liked the posts. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? But anyway, I say that because, like, you know, because I've, you know, observed Gavin McInnes for a decade and a half. He used to run Vice around the time I was working in music journalism. You know, I know this guy is. I've watched his content. I know who he is and what he is. And what he's nothing. What they're saying he is not even close to what he is. And the things they're saying he said are not even close to what he said, because I've seen him say them. And then you're like, oh, so you're completely taking a bit where he said a thing in jest, very obviously in jest, and making that literal. That's creepy and weird. And people have done the same with Sargon. Anyway, Sargon got booted off Patreon and accused of a bunch of stuff that wasn't true. Anyway, the whole thing is really, really creepy. It's really, really terrifying. And as we look into this, it seems that Patreon booted a few people because MasterCard told them to, actually. So maybe we shouldn't be blaming everything on Patreon. And that's one of the reasons I'm still on Patreon for the time being. That's really terrifying when you got credit card companies saying, like, all right, these people aren't allowed to have money. Whoa! 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 What the hell? Yeah, it's really crazy. I don't know, man. It's, like, I could talk about all that stuff for a long time, so maybe we'll do a whole show about it. But yeah, basically with regards to Sargon, it's kind of mess because I consider Sargon to be pretty like centrist sort of. They talk the people they're accusing of being extremists at the moment. It's really nuts because, like, if you pay attention, they're not. Like, they're not. Like, he's not at all. He's not at all. And some of the stuff that, like, they accuse him of, like, what was that thing where he went to a conference and, like, one of the speakers was really horrible to him, and then he got accused of basically that, and he was just sat in the audience and they were, like, calling him a garbage human from the stage, and then that was he got in trouble for it. Ugh. Anyway, yeah. But again, you know, this is the best year ever. It's going to be the best year ever, and all of this stuff is good. It's good. All right? It's good that we understand that we shouldn't put all our eggs in one basket. There's people out there who are just relying on Patreon. That's all they were doing. And that's foolish, man. You know, billionaires have at least 7 multiple income streams. You know, you've got to be thinking like that. Any one of these things can be taken over at any given time by someone who's, like, ideologically weird or anti-human or whatever it is. You know, nothing is ever safe. One has to remain vigilant. One cannot keep all one's eggs in one basket. And this is good now because now people are talking about this thing that, like, credit card companies are, like, policing people's behavior. Like, what the hell? Had this not happened, most people wouldn't be aware of that. So that's good. So it's good that we're aware of that. It's good that we're having these conversations. It's good that this stuff is being brought to the light. And it's going to lead to solutions. It's going to lead to solutions. I mean, you know, cryptocurrency is just looking like a better idea by the second. By the second, you know? Anyway, yeah. Perfect playlist. My friend just said Peterson is anti-trans. What's this? He's full of himself and he thinks anyone on the left is a Marxist communist trying to bring down society. How do I respond to that? I don't think it's you don't need to. It's not your responsibility to educate the indoctrinated. I mean, what I would say to anyone, I've had a few, you know, I've had this obviously myself. People are like, what are you doing enabling this alt-right Nancy? Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, look, just go watch a bunch of lectures, keep watching them, and when you find him say something like that, report back. And they never do, because he never says anything like that and never has. doesn't exist. All that exists is people saying that he said things, or people kind of twisting things to make it look that way. He literally never has. Literally never has. I mean, he uses people, the pronouns people want to use. He literally does. But he doesn't think it should be law. I mean, anyway, and I'm not here. It's not my job to defend that man either. He does a perfectly good job of it himself. But yes, in answer to your question, you have no, you know, it's not upon you to do that. But if you do want to, I would say, you know, go watch some lectures and come back to me when you find him saying that stuff. And what will probably happen is the person will watch some lectures and be like, oh shit, actually, he makes a bloody good point here. Oh my gosh, I better go clean my room. Boom! Then next thing you know, your homie's got a really clean room. And that's dope, man. You want a homie with a clean room, because if you're going around to hang out with your homie, you don't want to be sitting in a mess. No, you do not. You do not. Yeah. Okay. Tomas Smith says, this is the proper response to that. Ding dong, you're wrong. And Tomas is correct. That's my response to a lot of stuff these days. And, yeah. What up, everybody out there? Tell your friend, says Roberto Sanchez, that JBP is riding on the wave, but he's not the wave. Correct. Correct. Yeah. Poshits says, going out for a night ride. Looking forward to listening to some MEANINGWAVE. Proud of you. Proud of you. Sir Pepper says 2019 is the year of rehumanizing, not dehumanizing. That's right. Good thinking. I like this. I like you, Sir Peppers. I like you, Sir Peppers. You're a smart man. Yes. Okay. Anyway, where are we? Running out of time. That's what we're doing. Overtime. That's where we are. Holy cow. Holy cow. Well, I have enjoyed this. I had lots more to talk about. Anyway, whatever. We can talk about more stuff next week. Okay, so let me just wrap that up. And we'll talk about it more in the coming weeks. All right. Here's the thing. You know, if you didn't hit 2019 and on January the 1st have the whole year mapped out, or know exactly what you were doing, or you know what I mean, that's all right. That's all right. A new year is a good thing symbolically. It's a good thing to have a symbol of, okay, you know, new beginnings, fresh start, potential, all that. But it's just another day. One day follows the other. And the only thing that exists is right now. And we are right now. This is the moment. This is our moment. It's the best moment. It's the best moment there's ever been. And this is where we live, you know. So what we're doing is trying to maximize this and make the most use of this, make the best of this, and make this good, you know. Find the good in it and move forward. And go to Mars as one. I would take this opportunity to lead us all in a prayer. My surfers. Are we surfers? Is that what we are? I quite like surfers. We shall continue this. Let's continue this discussion. Continue it in the Discord, and let's get this nailed. But our Father, who are on the wave, we are riding the wave, but we are not the wave. But we are riding the wave, and we are the wave in a weird sort of way. Yeah, how about that? That's a weird one. Anyway, shouts out for all the dope stuff that we've got. It's very nice, all the dope things. We're very grateful for all the dope things. There are dope things everywhere. Why, just this morning, I crossed the road and I didn't die because there was a traffic light. Thank you for the traffic light. That was a cool thing that you know, is there. Nice one. Bless up. I would like to thank you for the gift of me, Don, King of the Church of Meaning, for my son Hercules. He turned 6. That is a blessing. Shouts out. Thank you very much. And yeah, I would just like to pray that we may all find the good in every situation that is presented to us, that we are fortunate enough to experience, no matter what it might be. May we find the good. And for now, and for always, thank you very much. Top job. Bless up. Amen. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Boom. This has been the Church of Meaning. I've been Akira the Don. This is MEANINGWAVE Central. Any last words out there? Someone else said Wave Riders. Wave Riders. I like Wave Riders. Wave Riders on the storm. Wave Riders. Wave Riders is dope. Wave Riders is cool. It has an emoji, which is a surfer. I like Wave Riders. How do we feel? Maybe we should start having votes. So far we got surfers, we got Wave Riders. That's pretty dope. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, nice. Liberty Snake Bear, Akira the Don, I really appreciate your willingness to pray live on the stream. It shows you're not afraid of anti-religious aspects of our culture. No, man, there's really dope aspects of religion, obviously. I think praying is great. Praying is super good. We should be praying more. More praying. Definitely more praying. I got put off praying for a while because I went down that whole kind of like atheist hole. But why throw away praying? You know, all right, we can throw away like PEDO priests. That's dope. Praying's cool. I like praying. Why throw that away? Do you know what else is dope? Shrines. Shrines is well dope. Shrines to ancestors. What was that wonderful movie? Coco. That was a beautiful movie. It was a Pixar movie. It had a bunch of like Mexican culture in it. They got shrines to all their ancestors, and it's like if someone's not up on a shrine, they get stuck in the underworld or whatever. Man, that was deep. But shrines is dope. We should all have shrines. Hell yeah, and we should all pray. Praying is useful. Praying is great. Praying focuses the mind, right? And if we pray together, it focuses all of our minds. And everybody now knows that chaos magic is real, and that's basically what chaos magic is. So there. Wave riders, but not the waves, says Jan. Pretty sure Jan is Polish. My middle name is Jan. How about that? Yeah. Anyway, boom. Let me get out of here. I've got to go work on this Choco record. Excuse me. Thank you for being here. This was a joyful experience, as always. Yeah. We'll be back next week. I think it might be the Hercules birthday special. How about that? Hercules birthday special. Wow. That sounds exciting. All right. Thanks, everyone, for being here. Hop over to the Discord. I might come over and say hi. Akira the Don Discord. Join the Patreon. And if you don't want to join the Patreon, there's a PayPal address in the description of this video. Or you could always just press like, share, all that type of thing. High five, old ladies. Be nice to everybody, even the people who don't deserve being nice to, because that winds them up. And you know, stay wavy, baby. I appreciate you. I adore you. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. And there's amazing music coming your way very soon. Splash, ding, dong. You are not wrong. Yeah.